The 1943 Constitution. Japanese occupation of the Philippines. It occurred between 1942 and 1945, when Imperial Japan occupied the Commonwealth of the Philippines during World War II. The invasion of the Philippines started on December 8, 1941, 10 hours after the attack on Pearl Harbor. The 1943 Constitution was basically a condensed version of 1935 Constitution, consisting only of a preamble and 12 articles. It creates a republican state with a powerful executive branch and subordinate legislative and judicial branches. In June 1943, the Preparatory Commission for Philippine Independence, PCPI, composed of 20 delegates, was created to draft a new constitution by the Kalibapi, kapisanan sa paglilingkod sa bagong Pilipinas, the only political organization allowed at that time. This was finished and signed on September 4, 1943 in a public ceremony and ratified by the Kalibapi a few days later. On October 14, 1943, as provided for in the new constitution, the Second Philippine Republic was inaugurated with Jose P. Laurel as president. 1973 Constitution. It was a draft presented to President Marcos by the 1971 Constitutional Convention on December 1, 1972. June 1, 1971. Convention opened during the second term of President Ferdinand E. Marcos. The Constitutional Convention was held at the Manila Hotel. Its purpose was to write a new constitution that would meet the new challenges confronting the Philippine Republic that developed since it was formed in 1946. Before the convention finished its work, martial law was declared on September 21, 1972. January 17, 1973, President Marcos signed Proclamation Number 1102 declaring the 1973 Constitution ratified. The 1973 Constitution provided for a parliamentary form of government in which the President was the symbolic head of state and the Prime Minister was the head of government. The Prime Minister, who was nominated by the President, acted as the head of the cabinet. Legislative power was vested in the Batasang Pambansa. The Constitution also provided for the establishment of the Civil Service Commission, the Commission on Elections, and the Commission on Audit. The 1973 Constitution remained in force until the February 22 to 25. EDSA People Power Revolution of 1986, which toppled the Marcos administration. It was abolished with the adoption of the 1986 Freedom Constitution by the administration of President Corazon Aquino. Freedom Constitution was proclaimed, setting aside the 1973 Constitution, thereby recognizing the new Aquino administration as a temporary revolutionary government until the framing of a new constitution. February 2, 1987. A national plebiscite was held after a nationwide information campaign on the draft constitution. An overwhelming 17,059,495 voted to ratify the constitution, while 5,058,714 voted against it. February 11, 1987. New Constitution was proclaimed, ratified, and effect. We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God, in order to build a just and humane society, and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, and secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessings of independence, the democracy under the rule of law, and the great game of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace. do ordain and promulgate this Constitution.